From the Black Swan Media Studios, deep inside a secret underground bunker, we're speaking to freedom-loving patriots from all around the country and the world. Welcome to the Resistance. This is John Crump, live.
And we are live on a Tuesday, I believe it is. I've been dealing with a headache all effing day, and it's caused by the NRA because they admitted that they screwed you, me, and all the gun owners in the world over. So go ahead and check out my video on Junk Up News about that. Hopefully that's going to be breaking everywhere else. I know I talked to Jared, and Jared is extremely pissed off about everything. All right. So my name is John Crump. I'm an investigative journalist, and we are brought to you by Tufts. Tufts is a cryptocurrency focused on the firearms market. Check them out at tufts.network. And I screwed up. Okay, there we go.
Proudly sponsored by TUSC, the only cryptocurrency designed with the firearms market in mind, with 3-second processing times. It's the fastest cryptocurrency on the planet. With lower transaction fees than traditional credit cards. It's perfect for your e-commerce needs. For gun guys, by gun guys. Visit TUSC.network for more information and join the digital revolution.
And we are brought to you by the one, the only Black Swan Tactical. Black Swan Tactical is my t-shirt shop, so I'm sponsoring myself, which is probably a thing that happens a lot.
Black Swan Tactical, your number one source for 2A streetwear. With shirts, mugs, hats, patches, flags, and more. There's always something to help you rep the 2A community. All proceeds go back into our projects. Viewers and listeners can take an additional 10% off with code CRUMPY. Unapologetically pro-gun, pro-liberty, and pro-freedom gear for the front lines of the culture war.
FBJ, exactly. I see G-Webs out there. G-Webs, if you want to come on and help us with the gun game, you are more than welcome to do it, because I know you are very gun-centric. I will say, how about that? Gun-centric. All right. Let's go ahead and bring on. Oh, there is my nephew, Corey Hoopengartner. You got to come on the podcast, bro. Love to get Corey on. Corey is a great dude. Inspiration and everything else. And he's my nephew. We are joined by my co-host of
who's getting a phone call from his daughter while he's live streaming.
Sky. All right, we have Rich.
I hung up on her.
Flying Rich, the crashing man.
Crumpy. So Jared got mad?
Oh my God, I can't wait to see his video. That is all I am gonna say. It's gonna.
I guess there's stories we can't tell,
huh? Yeah. We are also joined by the one, the only, the owner of GunTube.org, which we are broadcasting to. If you can go watch this on GunTube.org if you wanted to, under John Crump, and his name is Night Strike, also known as Mike.
You can go just call me Mike. It's fine.
All right, Mike, Night Strike or Russian Strike or whatever.
No.
Russian
China Strike.
China Strike.
Yeah, what it was. Yeah. China Strike. Yeah.
Actually, because
So-
I've been doing the Russian Ukraine situation with a friend. I've been renamed Mikhail instead of Mike.
Yeah. You're trying to get me on there or something like that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, Mike, did you see the show yesterday?
No, I didn't get a chance.
Oh,
I've
definitely.
been preparing. I've been preparing for later this week. So
If you don't watch the entire show, definitely watch the end because J.C. Holt, he was a Russian linguist working intelligence in the army.
Right.
And he went through the whole Ukraine thing. So anybody that didn't see the end of yesterday's show, if you don't watch the whole show, just watch the end for JC's part. Very informative.
Okay.
All right. Let's go ahead and bring
Grills and Guns. I see you out there, buddy. How's you doing?
Scott!
Let's go
We
bring
got
this
Coop,
up. This
Ting
is
Ting,
Swamp
VK.
is asking if I'm going to the gathering. Well, I'm wearing a PSA t-shirt. I mean, I'm preparing for later this week. What happens later this week, Swampy? You do the math.
I am almost a certain no to go to the gathering, but I am going to figure out if there's any way on God's green earth that I can make it.
I'm a hard pass.
Well, we know you're all the way in Virginia,
dude.
Dude.
So you're going to be missing out on the JSD binary Glock trigger. You're going to be missing out on the PSA dagger, micro dagger.
Yeah,
and the 5.7. They're calling it not
rock.
I do, dude.
Rock,
my wife is effing deployed. Oh, and I received Polar Knights are yeah.
Polar Knights. Hey, haven't seen him in a while.
No, see, the thing about Rich is I've got hair here and up top, whereas Rich he doesn't really have anything left.
Yep. If you
But last time we talked about that stuff didn't go well.
Polar Knights is our friend from the Viking country. All right, let's jump into this game. The way it's going to work is we're going to go down one side, and we're going to go down the other side, and we're going to keep on doing it until we come up with the ultimate gun. These are all done in random order. And I have other guns too, but we'll start out with this one.
Did you take the image from
are we going to start Tech 9 versus FAMAS 1?
It's all random.
You did.
So, yeah.
All random.
You took the images from World of Guns, didn't you?
I don't know. I just downloaded them. Okay, so
just like a certain phrase may be heard today.
Swampy, I said he doesn't have any hair on his chin or on his head. That's
what we have. G-Webs. G, what's up, buddy?
What's up, G?
If anybody can tell me where they hear the phrase "it's considered rude not to," let me know.
All right, dude. Rich. Come on,
I'm
man.
only messing with you, dude.
No, he's not. Dude. No, don't do that, man. Okay. Let's start out with here, and it's not what you think, Rich. It's another thing. It's another monologue. So it's not the one that you think it is. Maybe it's not. Okay. Let's go. Start with this off. G-Webs, how you doing, buddy?
Good. Thanks for the invite.
No problem. I figured, you're the local gun historian of the community. So.
Can I ask G-Webs a question? Is the 2A Sasquatch a flattering name? Is that something you embrace or you don't embrace?
What, you talking about me?
Yeah. because like
I don't live in the Northwest and I'm not hairy, so.
But people think you are a myth. Like people who see you in person, you just like disappear, and then people are like, no, you never saw G-Webs. He doesn't exist. He's an AI algorithm.
That's fine.
No, I've hung out with G-Webs several times, and the dog.
I've hung out with him.
Hung out with everybody in this room in real life more than once.
Yeah, well, actually, G-Webs talked to me for about 8 seconds and then turned around and ran.
All right, well, let's start the game, Rich. Rich is like freaking like so.
Rich thinks he's funny.
No,
I had my knockoff 5-hour energy drink.
Oh, is that what that is? All right.
Like ADHD. The Walmart 5-hour energy suck ass. Let's go ahead.
Come on, man.
All right, here we go. Right.
Who's going first? You're going to go first, John?
Tech 9 from Moss. Let's start out with Rich. I go last, man.
Okay. The FAMAS has had a lot of crap. Again, the FAMAS is 308, correct?
No,
yeah.
223.
It's 223? Yeah. All right, forget. I was.
Yeah.
as much as I like bullpups, in as much as the FAMAS. Now we're talking two
Well, just
firearms.
Yeah, 2 firearms. So FAMAS
Two-
Tech 9.
Two firearms that don't have a good reputation for reliability or anything like that. I'm going to pick the Tech 9 just because it's cool AF.
Tech 9.
Even though the FAMAS, as far as a low-grade firearm, might be this much better.
Okay, Night Strike.
I'm gonna go with the Tech 9 because it's American over French. Just because
Good
of that.
one.
All right, G-Webs.
For different reasons, but similar reasons, I'm going with Tech 9. It's a better gun, in my opinion. I'm trying to remember if I've ever even picked up a FAMAS.
Okay,
I've seen them before, but I've never gone anywhere. I've never had the interest to like go over and pick one up or anything.
yeah,
They must
okay,
be well made. They're like, isn't that the French like military gun?
yeah.
I
They
think
try to make it.
a couple
Tech 9
semi-autos were imported into the United States years and years ago, but they didn't really take off, and there was only like 1 or 2 batches.
Somebody wants to know. It's going to be. We're going to talk about it, and it's going to be a vote between the panel members, and we're going to take your considerations into whatever you guys put
Well,
in the
there's
chat.
two of us. There's an even number of us, so it's possible there's a tie, and then people watching could be the tiebreakers, right? We got
Yeah.
the polls and stuff.
Exactly.
That's
Okay,
awesome.
I'm not so much popularity. I just think the Tech 9 has more like coolness to it. There's more like laws built about it. Like it's got a reputation that scares anti-gunners. Like the FAMAS,
Yes.
nobody knows what it is. The Tech is like part of our culture.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going
It's culturally a gangsta gun.
rap. I grew up on gangster
Well,
rap.
I'm a big fan of the history, since that's what you brought me in for. And I think is like because that comes from Switzerland came up with the idea to make a full auto handheld 9mm, and then nobody bought it. And then they brought it over here and said, "Oh well, Americans will buy it. They'll buy anything." And then they're like, "Oh, you can't sell full autos here? Oops. Well, we'll make it open bolt." And then everybody did buy it, and then they're like, "Oh, you can't have it anymore." And now people want it. And the lowers was a whole story. The people that were building the lowers and selling them around, and now with 3D printing, the Tech
You
9
build
is
your
a
own.
whole new thing, right? So it's definitely a winner.
Yeah.
All right.
The other
So we
one's
got-
a bullpup.
Right.
FN versus the Ruger Mark II, which is a target shooting gun.
I already know what Night Strike's voting for.
Yes, you do.
All right, Rich.
No, I'm gonna FNFAL. Come on.
All right, that's easy. Night Strike.
Do I want the 22 pistol or do I want the 308/762 by 51 millimeter NATO gun? I'll go with the 30 cal.
All right,
The foul.
G-Webs.
Well, pretty much everything we just said except the opposite. So now nobody wants the Ruger because it's Ruger and it's part of our culture in a like poke in the eye kind of way. That particular gun is a pain to disassemble. I don't know where he came up with the engineering of it. If anything, it's an anomaly. And the FAL, here's the thing. I understand why people dig FALs. I'm voting FAL, but only because it's up against a Ruger. Almost everything else would win against the FAL. I owned one. They're just too heavy. They're neat, but they're like having a really old 70s car. They're neat to look at, but once you get in them, you're like, really?
I just want one for my collection.
It's kind of uncomfortable, and it takes a lot of gas, and it's hard to get parts for, and all the rest.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
Building
going
two.
foul because I just read a book about the IRA.
FAL's got a lot of history. It's hard not to vote
Yeah.
for it.
The IRA. There you go.
Okay, we're going with the Marlin 336.
Ooh, this is a hard choice because I love
Ah.
both of these guns.
AK-47.
Wow. Why would you do this to us, John?
It was random.
For me.
Random.
I don't like Marlins. I don't like side charging. So I'm
You
going,
don't like side charging? Oh my god.
no. I like
going
the Winchesters. So for me, AK-47 easy. Plus, I like AK-47s all day long.
So I kind of have a soft spot for lever action. I actually don't own any. I have mad respect for them, but I got to pick AK-47 for reasons, and we all know them.
All right, Night Strike.
I like both of these guns. I like the 336. I like the AK-47. But of the two that I actually own, I have an AK-47. So I'm going to have to go AK.
I have both, and I love the 336.
I do too. It's just
love it.
I should have bought one when I could have, but unfortunately, I just didn't have the cash at that point.
But the AK has so much history behind it.
Yeah.
You just randomly put all these together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's gonna be a hard one. SKS versus AK-74.
This is a
Hmm.
weird one. This is like
Hmm.
two pieces of paper that are stuck together.
Hmm.
All right.
Wow. All right. So
let's go Night Strike
Patrick.
time. Night Strike go first this time.
Okay.
I like the AK-74 and I like the SKS, but I just haven't been able to get a hold of an AK-74. So I'm gonna go SKS because I actually own one.
All right. G-Webs.
Totally biased.
This one's tough, and if they were against other things, they would probably win. But since ammo is a pain and 74s are kind of cool because of cranks and other things, SKSs have 7.62 by 39. On another day, I might have picked 74. Today, I'm going to pick SKS.
All right.
Yeah. So Patrick Babyface P is a big fan of the 74. Just like G-Web said, ammo. Oh my gosh. SKS. Other than you get a 10 or 20 round fixed mag or a duckbill mag, it uses 7.62 by 39, which is one of the two most popular rounds ever. So yeah, SKS.
So we got 3 SKSs, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going AK-74.
Yeah.
Just because the cranks.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. There's cool AF stuff, but it's more in the unicorn gun category.
Yeah.
I could have
Because of the ammo.
competed in either way, I think, on that one.
It's like 5.7 ammo.
Oh, I lost that one. But okay, the Barrett 50 cal versus the Tokarev.
Ooh, this is a good one.
All right, let's go G-Web first.
In 2012, they let me in to take a tour of the factory. So I've stood next to the machine that makes them, and in rooms with dozens and dozens and dozens of them, Tokarevs can go suck it, even though they're cool. Barrett.
All right, so you're going with Barrett then.
Yeah. If that Tokarev was up against something lame, then it might have won, but not against a Barrett.
All right.
Also, a guy you just decided, I'm going to make a gun that no one asked for and maybe nobody needs, and then it found out a lot of people want it and they do need it for things.
And then the military 101.
All right, Rich.
Barrett 50, and I've never shot a Tokarev. I know people talk about it all the time. I've shot a Barrett 50, and if you say, what do you want to shoot, Barrett 50 or Tokarev? It's Barrett 50.
Yeah.
For me, Tokarevs aren't about shooting. It's kind of like an SKS. It's just the clunkiness and the weirdness of it is neat, but shooting it isn't like, it's like driving around a tank. You don't get a tank because of the drive, right? You get a tank because of the other features.
Right.
I mean, this is a really, really hard one. I've been going back and forth. The Barrett, the 50 cal, which is cool. The Toke is something that you can use. The 50 cal, you're not going to really bring to the range unless you have like a lot of room.
But you got a lot of ammo too.
And a lot of ammo. And it's very so.
Yeah,
But
what is it, like $2 a round right now?
No, it's more.
The cheap AF stuff is $2 a round. You're typically going to be spending $5 a round.
Oh man, that's
It could be $100 a round if you buy real ammo for it.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
If you buy the wrong ammo.
Yeah.
And you might blow yourself up. Kentucky ballistics.
Well, he was using a Serbu. He wasn't using a Barrett.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying he was using the really hot round.
He blew a second one up too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's been blowing guns up for
Nice one, Rich. Nice.
Okay, let's go RPK versus the Vector.
Is it my turn?
It is Rich's turn, yes.
The Vector is cool AF full auto, but that's the only thing it does right. And I'm going to pick RPK. And not like I'm giving crazy Russian love, but yeah.
All right, Night Strike.
Now, is that an RPK 47 or is that a 74 RPK?
Let's say 47.
Okay, if it's a 47, I have to go RPK.
All right, G-Webs.
I don't know why Night Strike would have cared what caliber it was, but the Vector is interesting, but it's sort of like that.
It's a gimmick.
FAMAS thing. Yeah, it's neat, but it's too much stuff to carry around for what it accomplishes. So as neat as it is, it's not. I'm not going to go around calling it practical, but it does look kind of cool. Looks good in movies and sometimes, but when it's dialed up. But the RPK is one of my oldest and favorite guns ever.
Okay, so you guys are going to RPK. I gotta go Vector because
Wow.
I
Well,
just
now I just remembered the Chris Vector was dolled up and used in the last season, or was it the second to last season of Agents of Shield?
yes,
Yeah.
I'm a Marvel guy.
What do you do, Vector? Who did Vector?
I did.
We were 3-2 on that, 3-1 on that.
I got like 4 votes.
You get 4 votes.
I just clicked the wrong one.
I'm
Do
gonna
they
be
make
the
it in
center
9
of
or
this
is it
one.
just 45 and 10?
There's a 9, right?
No, they made it in 45, 9, and 10. I think.
Yeah, there's a 9.
I think there's a 22 also.
Is there?
No, there's no way a 22 would move all
Yeah.
that.
No,
Yeah,
but it doesn't do anything.
They
It's
do-
just
they
a
do have
22.
All right, M14 versus HK 417.
What's a
Hmm.
417? Is that a piston driven one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Night Strike.
I'm going M14 because I like classics.
All right. G Webs.
I'll go with the 14. Too much of our culture in there and submarines. And then at 14, it's like, who even wants one of them? Even if you got one, you wouldn't be able to afford the next part that breaks on it. Well, it's not break all the time, but whenever it does break, who's going to be able to find it apart? It's like buying a Lamborghini.
All right. Flying Rich.
M14, just 308, 762 by 54. I'm 51. Sorry, I almost said 54.
51
Yeah.
millimeter NATO.
Which one of these costs more today?
I don't know. I mean, I'll probably click.
Here's a
with
54R.
I'm going with M14 because
Don't make me go get my Mosin.
Full Metal Jacket. The Cadence Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah.
I love that movie. All right, the final one on this level
Ooh.
is Sten versus Galileo.
Ooh.
Sten is awesome. StenParts.com.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The Galil is the IMI Galil has been used in combat for a long time by the Israelis.
It's a good gun.
The Galil is 5.56.
Yep. It's like
So
a
I think-
mixture. It's like the AK and the M16 had a baby.
Well, it's a
More or
Velmet
less.
and an M16, basically.
Velmet, yeah.
Yeah. So G Webs.
So I've owned Stens. Stens are cool. I like the reason I owned them is because they were like $8 guns made out of bicycle factories during the war, and that part of it is just neat when the whole the manufacturing moved or whatever shifted during the wars and that. But it's England, and if you've shot one, that stupid there's a reason there's no side magazines on anything. It doesn't work and it doesn't feed good. They're kind of fun in full auto. And if you haven't rented full auto, you need to, because an M16 is a different recoil impulse than an AR, and an M16 is different than an AK, and a Sten is its own thing. It's a big mass inside a little tube, and the barrel and everything is all up in front of you, and it just has such a crazy little fast. It's like the difference between holding a fire hose, I guess, and like a garden hose, right? Like it's just different to hold on to as a full auto. And they're kind of affordable, and they're definitely transferable. So I know people that just own them. So they're that kind of an approachable or like usable full auto most of the time, but they're super cheap. They were $8 to build. I mean, what was that, $80 in World War II or something? They're not good guns. They're basically SKSs of subguns. And the Galil is a Valmet that goes to Israel, becomes a 5.56, doesn't live very long, now comes out of Florida and gets revived. And it's sort of my whole collecting of AKs. That one was kind of the tough one to get a hold of, and now they're kind of around. So for me, even though I don't love the Galil, I'm going to pick Galil out of these two. But I could, on a different day, I could go a different way.
All right, Rich.
Okay. I've shot full auto Sten. I think it's the perfect cyclic rate. It's like 600 rounds per minute. It's just really, and there's all sorts of things to hate and dislike about it, but I'm gonna say Sten.
Yeah, when they shoot fun, right? They're like,
yeah.
It's like there's no reason to ride the motorcycle, but you still go ride the motorcycle.
Yes.
All right, Night Strike.
I'm a real big fan of the Vector R4, which is a variant of the Galil. So I'm gonna have to go the Galil.
This is a hard one, man. I like the Sten just because it's fun as hell to shoot.
Mm.
I have shot a Galil. I've owned a Galil, and it was a great gun. Oh my goodness.
Gotta make a choice.
They're not quite an AK, but they are an AK. But they shoot ammo that's cheaper, but it's hard to get mags. It's like they just won't decide if they're good or bad. They just always hover.
Okay, this is gonna be the first one. I'm gonna go into Sten. Everyone, we're gonna put you on the clock. You're gonna have 30 seconds to decide to vote. Actually, let's see. Let's see what people voted for. How about we do that? We got Galil, Sten, Galil. Okay, it's Galil. So keep on voting. That's the first
Wow, Sten
audience
lost out.
one.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't like you guys. Just joking.
We
All right,
know.
we're gonna come
You
over to
don't
the
like
other
us.
side.
Other side.
M4 versus Sega 12.
Oh, why would you do this to us?
Okay, who went last time? Who went first last
You
time?
were last. Oh, who went first? I don't remember.
Who was last?
Or I think I went first last time.
That's what I thought too. Flying Rich.
All right, M4A1. I don't even have to qualify that.
Yep.
All right. Night Strike.
Considering what's going on with Russia, I'm going M4.
G-Webs.
I've owned many Sega 12s, and I don't like them. I don't own them anymore. So M4 all day, any day. I don't like Sega 12s.
All right.
It's much more AK.
M4 just because it's America's rifle.
That's not a bad decision.
America.
Not bad. America.
F yeah.
All right. This one is, oh my God, this is hard. All right. Night Strike.
Not really.
MP7
Not really.
Uzi.
Not really, because I'm going to go Uzi all day long. Because the MP7, it's a great submachine gun, but honestly, I prefer the Uzi and the MP5 more. So, sorry.
All right. Yeah. Adam Grubb did build a Sten out of a muffler.
Yeah, I heard about that.
That is true. All right, G-Web. So we got one for Uzi. G-Webs, you going Uzi or MP7?
Definitely Uzi. Any form of the Uzi over pretty much any HK. Sorry to say, I'm not a big HK fan. Not that big of an HK fan.
All right, Rich.
Uzi for reasons, and if you don't know my reasons, you haven't watched any videos I've been in.
Yeah, I would say I would say MP7, but for Hoff, gotta go Uzi.
Ding,
Just
ding,
for
ding,
Hoff.
ding, ding.
Even
Yeah.
though I would much rather prefer the MP7 going Uzi. For that.
I mean, if it was MP5, I
Does
would
an
say
MP7 shoot that goofy little caliber, or is it a regular caliber?
it's regular, I think.
It's a 9.
Okay. I know there's a HK that shoots like a, I forget what the caliber is even. It's like a little 5.7 looking thing.
There you go. Okay. Dark knows a girl named Uzi. Awesome. Parents rock. Okay. Model 53 revolver. I'm a big revolver guy. Or Sterling.
Ah.
All right.
Whose turn?
G-Webs.
G-Webs?
This one's easy. I do not like Sterlings. They're like a fancy version of a Sten, and they just everything about them bothers me. And that I don't know what Smith and Wesson that is, but I would pick a. Is that a dirty hair one?
No, that's the 22.
Oh, it's a 22. Dang it!
Yeah.
I'm still picking it though. It's a Smith and Wesson. They're made well, and most of them are iconic. I can go sell it and get another gun, right?
Yeah, probably. If you had one.
Yeah. It is.
Well, I should probably take Sterling. I'll get more money for it, right?
Yeah, right.
So what are you going with? Sterling or MP7?
I'm going with
Or
the.
Sterling or Model
I'll go
53?
with the Smith and Wesson revolver.
Smith. All right. Rich, are you going with the Smith or are you going to go with the Sterling?
Sterling, because I like the Stens. That's more in that line. I actually don't own a wheel gun.
I know you're weird. All right, Night Strike.
I do own one wheel gun, but I'm still going Smith and Wesson just because, it's American.
Okay, I'm going Sterling. So it looks like we're gonna have to go to the audience. We got 1 for Sterling, 2 for Sterling, 1 for Smith and Wesson. So 2-1. see here. And we got
I've never shot the Sterling, but I've fiddled with them, and they seem like a so much more well built Sten. Do they shoot a lot different? You've shot both of them.
Yeah, I mean they if you shot a Sten, you basically shot a Sterling. Sterling wins.
Shocker.
There he goes. Dragonov. SVD verse. Oh, we got, dude, you guys are a little bit slow. If you guys would have came in, okay, actually, we got like 6 votes. Sterling, I miscounted, so it's going to be that because we got a bunch out.
Yeah, 3 Smith and Wesses at the end.
Yeah, so there you go. It beat it by 1.
Yes.
All right, we're off to the next one. Voting stopped. Okay, so we got the SVD versus the 5.52. Rich.
I'm a big Dragunov fan. Again, 7.62 by 54R. What the heck?
I'm telling you, Dragonov all day. I'm done.
Yeah.
Right now. So okay, Night Strike.
I like the 6.552, and I like the SVD, but that's the problem. Yeah, I mean, if I had to make the choice, I'd probably go SVD just for the 7.62 by 54R.
Or G-Webs.
I would like rent a SIG, or I would shoot a friend's SIG because I appreciate how well they're made and I like them, but I'm not buying a SIG. I would take an SVD any day, any day over a SIG, I think, because I just want an SVD that bad.
SVD, I want one bad, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the remake.
I just realized I'm left-handed.
What's that?
You don't have one in Call of Duty?
No, there is one in Call of Duty, and there's this one where you're fighting over a bridge, and I'd love to get into the SVD and I hide in the bushes and just snipe people all day.
I just like using the over-under, just because I know people hate that one.
So SVD.
I just realized I'm left-handed. I'd have to shoot that right-handed or get a left-handed stock for it.
I can shoot left to right-handed. I don't have that problem.
There we go. M1 Carbine versus Hk Mp5k.
Oh, why would you do this to me?
Whose turn is it?
It would be Night Strike's.
Night Strike.
I'm going for the historical value. I'm going M1 Carbine.
All right.
Because they made a full auto version of the M1 called the M2.
All right. G-Webs.
Yeah, but that would be an M2 carbine, which that ain't. So taking that, as much as I don't like H&Ks, if I'm going to pick an H&K, it's going to be an MP5. And if I'm going to pick an MP5, it's going to be that tiny little one because the 80s. Come on, man.
Because you want to put it in a suitcase. I get it.
Dude, I don't like has one in a briefcase. That's why
I think people that like carbines have never played with carbines. Like a real World War II carbine's fine, but you don't just buy those and shoot them. And I hope you're not shooting them. You're buying those and having them as a safe queen or like an homage to your great grandpa or whoever it is. But the aftermarket carbines were like not that great. So that's my experience with them, is not that great working guns. They're kind of cheap. So I'd definitely take that H&K.
My boy has the briefcase full auto, like MP5K. So
operational briefcase.
Yeah. All right, Rich.
I said yes to the M14 full auto 308. Yeah. MP5K is my choice on this one.
All right, Night Strike, you lose.
I know.
I would like one without a stock. I would like one with a stock. I would like one with a suppressor. I'd take one without a suppressor in a briefcase.
And you would eat it with green eggs and ham.
Dude, the MP5K is just so fun. When you hold it in, you're like, oh, love it.
Cyclic rate's too high on the MP5K.
Oh, dude, it's so much fun.
Hey, Rich.
The thing about HKs is you can just get trigger packs, can't you? Just go buy a different trigger pack.
Yeah.
Rich, you know which one I'm choosing.
Let it rip. Okay, we had the G.
Yes, I know.
CZ75.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
All right. I ordered 2 G3 kits yesterday.
Yeah, we had to talk about that.
So it's definitely the G3.
The CZ75 is a 9mm, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's go Night Strike.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the G3 just because I am a big fan of that platform. I mean, I like the CZ75 as a 9mm handgun, but it's just something about 308.
All right. G Webs.
I'm not a big fan of either one of these, but I would take the rifle. It's worth more, and I'd have more fun shooting it, I think. What's a G3? A big 308? It's old,
Yeah,
right?
it's basically it's the G3, the HK91, the Setme, all the same.
Yeah,
rifle.
okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm familiar with them. They're just so heavy. It's like having a 1970s car. They're neat to look at, but I don't want to have one in the garage. I'd trade it for sure.
Yeah.
I'd sell it.
I would go with the CZ75 just because I love shooting the CZ75, but I lost. So therefore, G3.
I'm assuming this question is for you, Mike.
Hmm.
Oh, did I click it? Sorry, I clicked twice.
No, I'm in the process of building right now. I need to get a barrel. I'm trying to get a barrel. Every time I go and try and order one when Apex says they're in stock, like within 5 minutes they're out of stock.
Oh, by the way, guys, do you like this game or not?
You're asking us or the audience?
No, the audience.
Okay.
We're winning each of these guns, right? I like it since we're winning each of these guns.
Yeah, let's go. The Evo 3, the Scorpion, the new Scorpion, not the old Scorpion, versus the Colt Python.
Which caliber is the Python in?
357.
Okay.
Otherwise, it'd be Anaconda.
Right. That's right.
That's 44 bag.
That's right.
Whose turn?
Oh, it's Nitrix.
Ooh. I like both of these guns, but I think if I had to choose, I'd probably go with the Python. Just for the 357.
G-Webs.
I'm not that big a fan of that Scorpion. If it was the old Scorpion, it'd be way tougher for me.
Yeah.
So need the Python. I've always wanted one. I'll take any of them.
You want Python?
Yeah.
All right. Rich.
And I've shot Babyface P's Python. Single action. It's like, whoa, it's so cool. So I'll say yes to the Python.
Oh my God, you guys are killing me. The CZ Scorpion is one of my favorite guns. It's actually my bedside gun. I got it suppressed with a Franklin Armory binary trigger in there.
Hey, look, the Scorpion's cool AF, but up against the Python?
All right, Rick Grimes.
I like the Scorpion, but I prefer the ACR over the Scorpion.
The problem with the Scorpion is they called it the Scorpion. If they would have called it something else completely, they wouldn't have messed it. Because the Scorpion I really like. That's a really cool little gun. The old Scorpion,
the old one.
If you don't know,
it's not that.
Walking Dead, Rick Grimes uses a Python. I think the Python's underpowered. If with an Anaconda, I would go with the Scorpion, but I lost. But therefore,
you lost.
I lost. All right, guys. We got the Thompson M1928 versus the Scar L.
The Scar L, that's the 308 one, right?
Yeah. Scar heavy.
No, L would be light and H would be heavy, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. H is heavy. Yeah. What am I talking about? You're right.
The picture's just squished, I think. That's why it looks like the mag.
Yeah. No. That's the 5.56. Sorry. You're right.
Okay.
No idea. Scarlight. I don't know why I even said that. I just somehow.
So we're talking 45 cal versus 5.56.
Yeah.
Well.
Okay. What do you want, G-Webs?
I guess it kind of depends if it's an old one, because then it's like 30 grand compared to whatever a Scar costs. But if it's like a new car with a goofy barrel,
no, this is the original
28.
So definitely the 28's the one I like, if I remember back, because that's one that can take drums and sticks. It's not like the military version, right? And that's the cool one, because you could dress it up like a military one. The military one can't take mags, so you can't go back. But well, if it was a Scar heavy, it might be a little bit closer, but no way. I think Thompson, hands down. Scars are okay, but they're no Thompsons.
All right, Rich.
Thompson
all day. All right, Night Strike.
Chicago typewriter. Thompson.
I got to go with Thompson just for the historical value.
I got to go with it just because of the 45 ACP.
I just Yeah.
When I was hanging out at the gun shop all the time, the owner of that shop, he was crazy for Uzis and Thompsons, so there was always a couple of Thompsons in there. So I was always fiddling with Thompsons. They're really neat guns.
Ooh.
All right. Here we go. Tech 9 versus the foul.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Yes.
Huh. Both have that kind of retro classic look. I think I'm gonna pick the FN foul.
All right, Night Strike. This
I
might
like
be
the
close
Tech 9,
on this one.
and I like the foul, but I think I'm gonna have to go with the foul just because of 308.
All right, G Webs.
I like the tech, all that, but it's really tough in any like I can't think of any place where you're going to pick up a Tech 9 over a rifle and 308, like for use or for money or for collecting or for just anything. Val's got to win this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sabar, I'm thinking the same thing. Gangster rap, Tech 9 for me, but I lost.
I mean, I like the gun and everything. I picked it last time, but no, I
Just do an FN foul wrap.
Oh, here we go.
AK versus SKS.
SKS. Russian versus Chinese. Come on.
No, they're both Russian, actually.
You can flip that any way you want. You can go Chinese versus Chinese or Russian versus Russian.
Yeah, that's true.
Chinese Russian versus Chinese Russian.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I just had an SKS that was made in China, so
I do too. So
Basically, this is just little brother versus big brother.
yeah.
more
All
or
right,
less.
Strike.
I love the SKS, but I love my AK.
All right, G Webs.
There's no contest like the rest of the world. I'll pick the AK-47.
Okay, Rich already saw what you need.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with AK-47 too.
Wow, unanimous.
Unanimous.
Freaking this! What the hell?
You broke it.
Hold on. Gotta do this.
The worst part is we got to throw away all these guns that lose. All these guns are getting thrown away.
Yeah.
You want to look at the garbage later.
It's going in the shredder.
Barrett versus RPK.
Oh,
It gets hard, man.
it's getting harder. Yeah.
All right, Flying Rich. I think you're up.
Is it? Yeah. Barrett.
Any reason or just Barrett?
Well, I mean, the RPK is cool. You know, Barrett 50 cal semi-auto. That's got a lot of coolness to it.
Yeah, Tech 9 was Jack Burton's gun in Big Trouble in Little China. They're making a sequel to Big Trouble in Little China. And
Really?
first they were said The Rock was going to play, and everyone thought he was going to play Jack Burton. But it turns out Kurt Russell is reprising his role.
No way.
Yes. So, yeah, just throwing that out there. All
Hey,
right.
we got P80 Ralph.
P80 Ralph. What's up, P80 Ralph?
Dude, Ralph, call me. I want to see who you didn't dish the dirt on your last show. I asked Dark. I'm like, Dark, who was it he didn't name?
It was me.
No.
It's always John.
I didn't get a chance to watch the last show yet. It's in my queue to watch, but I just haven't watched it.
I love
Next
the
day, I'm
Barrett.
like, Dark, who was it that Ralph didn't name? He's like, oh, we didn't talk about that. I'm like,
All right. So we got Barrett,
suck.
Night Strike.
I love the Barrett, but I do not like the price of 50 BMG right now, so I'm going RPK.
G Webs.
I like 7.62 by 39, but AK with a long barrel. If it was an RPD and belt fed, maybe. If it was a PKM, it wouldn't be an issue. It would be definitely a tougher one. But 50 BMG Barrett versus an AK with a long barrel, Barrett all day.
All right. Let's see. Let's see here.
He outed them.
All right. There you go. You asked me to receive. I'm going Barrett because
What happened?
Yeah.
he was auditioning dirt on his last stream about someone, and he didn't name him, but now he just named him in the chat. Kind of funny. All right, M14 versus Galileo.
Two guns that are impossible to get parts for and are expensive.
Yes, that is true.
I think
Actually,
an M14 would cost more right now, though.
You're probably right.
Actually, I've gotten a lot of surplus M14 parts lately for my Polytech, so I'm going M14.
All right, G-Web, what are you going with?
I have to also. Yeah, Galil's okay, but it's like one of my least favorite of all the AKs. If I had to rank them, and an M14 is still an M14. Are you saying you're getting new parts that are like surplus parts, or like?
Yeah, I'm getting surplus parts. I mean, if you look, they're still out there and available.
Well, that kind of makes sense. They probably almost stocked up for Cold War, and then we're like, wait a minute, we don't want these, but they never used them. It's not like anybody ever wore those parts out, right?
I've gotten some really good parts. They look almost new. So,
all right, I'm going to throw my comments. I'm going with Galileo. I just like.
I'm going M14.
And
I mean, it does say IMI Galil, not. So that's Israeli military industries Galil. That's an authentic, actual Galil, not like made in Florida.
IWI
Galil or Century Galil or nothing.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. These are all. We're not going.
But then, if that's a real M14 from like the Marines or whatever, I'm taking that.
All right. Let's go. M4 versus.
Ooh, this might be the toughest one so far.
Yeah, I know.
All right, we're gonna start out with G-Webs.
I'm gonna go Uzi just because I can run around like a ninja, being more effective with a couple of Uzis. Then I can always just grab a couple of M4s off the bad guys.
Didn't Chuck Norris in Invasion USA use an Uzi?
Yeah,
in Uzis, I believe.
I think so.
They weren't micros. I think they were minis.
They were minis.
The minis is the best. The middle size Uzi is my favorite Uzi, but I'll take these Uzis until I get some middle size Uzi.
As long as they don't have the 16-inch dumbass barrels on them.
Yeah.
All right, Rich, let's go with you.
This is one of the tougher ones.
M4, Ting says Uzi.
Yeah. I'm thinking I'm gonna go M4.
M4. We got one Uzi, one M4. Night Strike.
I'm gonna go M4 because I've got enough nunchucks and Uzis.
All right. I am gonna go Uzi just because of Hoff. Let's go take it to the thing. Okay, we're gonna cut off in like a couple of seconds here once I scroll up.
I see
M4 is a better gun, but I can't see
one M4.
Any M4 costing anywhere near what any real Uzi is going to cost. You know, a real Uzi is probably $10,000 nowadays.
No. If you get full auto,
more than that now.
A real full auto Uzi costs less than 10.
No, they're more.
They're more now.
Okay.
They've got
like 16 to 20.
But I can't even imagine what like an old M16, M4. Well, I mean, I'm trying to think of like when a 1980s era M4 would cost.
I looked them up and I found one for $50,000.
An Uzi or an M4?
M4.
Wow.
They
That's what an M60 used to cost back in the day.
Yeah,
I'm seeing lots of Uzis in the chat.
So Uzi's
like Uzi wins.
Yep. It's not even close.
Uzi 9mm.
All right, this one's easy. Okay, should I just click dragging off everyone?
Yeah.
Click
it.
G-Webs.
But it's a 22 revolver. That's easy.
All right, I didn't want to. If you picked the Model 53 over the SVD, go check yourself into a mental hospital.
Yeah.
All right, Hk Mp5k versus HK G3. HK versus G3. Okay. I'm gonna start this one out. I'm gonna go Mp5k all day. Who's next?
I'll go.
No, I'll go next. So it's like the big brother versus the little brother. Mp5k.
All right, Night Strike.
I'm gonna go with the original, the G3. Yeah, if without the G3, you wouldn't have the MP5.
All right. And G-Webs.
I don't know how you come up with that. I could almost care less about a G3. Like if there's all the guns on the planet, G3 is gonna be way at the bottom. MP5 still one of my favorites, so definitely MP5.
I'm going MP5K and Night Strike. You don't have a single person going G3 out in the audience.
I know. I'm being the odd man out tonight.
They're cool if you like those guns. They are what they are, but I just don't like that whole branch of guns.
Dude, the MP5K, just classic. Look at the forward grip on there.
But if they hadn't come up with the G3 first, you wouldn't have an MP5. Period.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't know. You can talk the lineage.
I get where they're at. I just never got into it. It's like in Revolutionary War stuff. I appreciate it. I just don't know nothing about it.
Lunatic Rider said G3. Just saying.
Yeah, well, you got one. Okay, Colt Python Thompson M1928. Okay, let's start out with Night Strike.
The Thompson.
Thompson.
The
G Webs.
I think I'll also go with the Thompson, the $50,000 gun over the $10,000 or $1,000 gun.
$2,000.
Think about prices. you can do whatever you want.
You didn't give the rules.
Thompson.
You
No, I
give
said
Thompson.
do whatever you want. Doesn't matter. All right, so we're down.
I mean, unless the parameter is like, what are you going to go swimming with? Nothing.
No,
the
whatever.
revolver's not going to win.
All right, so we have the HK versus the FAL, FN.
Wait.
No,
I mean,
HK. the
Is
AK,
it?
AK.
The AK versus
AK
Cal.
versus FN file. Oh,
This has actually happened in real life before.
It has. It
Yes,
has.
a lot.
It's actually happening right now over in Europe.
Is it? Does people use the FAL anymore?
Yeah,
No,
yeah. There's a whole Ukraine detachment that has FALs.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. All right, so which one?
whose turn?
Let's go G Webs.
Any AK over any FAL any day.
Oh shit. Oh man.
I get the FAL, but
Yeah.
there's no way they beat AK.
Okay, that did not mean to happen.
You clicked in the wrong area.
Zoom out.
Wait. No. What happened there?
Can you zoom out?
Probably.
Control minus.
I know what it is, Rich.
There we go.
Well, if you knew what it is, how come you weren't doing it?
Just, why don't we just go through the voting and then you can just fix it that way?
Okay, the AK is gonna win this one.
Yeah, it's gonna win.
Yeah. No questions asked.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean that will go away eventually when we kick
It will.
out something else.
So Barrett
Probably just showing you the current
versus M14.
Ooh.
I'll say Barrett.
Barrett. All right. We're gonna go to how about let's mix it up a little bit. I'm gonna go Barrett here. How about you, G Webs?
This one's tougher because if I don't look at just the cost of it, actually the cost of the M14 is probably more anyway, but practicality, Barretts are neat, but they're massive. That's like picking a semi truck.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't really want to use a semi truck for almost nothing except dragging stuff around. So
It's more like
them
picking up a
14
semi truck
is-
axle.
they're sexy, they're cool, and they're affordable to shoot, and they can do stuff if you need them to. So I'm going with the M14. That's like buying a deuce and a half.
So we have a Barrett. If some Night Strike, are you gonna go with the M14 and just kick it out to the audience, or
I'm gonna kick it off to the audience because we need some audience interaction.
And
I see lots of Barretts in the audience.
Yeah,
It's not even close.
There's only Barretts in the audience.
there's only Barretts in the audience.
All right, here we go. We got the Dragunov versus Uzi. Let's go, G Webs.
Oh, we got an M14 out there in the audience.
Too late.
This is kind of so. If you had to pick something up, that Dragunov is sort of like picking up a sword. It's almost useless, and Uzi's like picking up a freaking dagger or something that you can at least cut bread or stab somebody or start a fire with. So I'm gonna go the SVD just because it's 5.4R and it's awesome. I'll try to figure out how to do all those things with it, I guess.
All right,
How about that?
SVD. We have Guns and Barbecue says Dragunov. P80 Ralph apparently has a hard on for the Uzi because he keeps on typing Uzi. He's like a Russian spammer.
I'm voting
Mod.
Uzi.
Spammer out there, please.
Mike?
Hmm?
What are you voting?
I'm going Dragunov.
Oh shit! Somebody unblock Ting Ting.
Yeah. Swamp Dog, can you unblock Ting Ting?
I can't.
Sorry, Ting Ting.
You have to do that in the back in the back
can't
end.
do it. You got to do it. You got
Okay,
say
so
we
Dragunov,
can't
we
even
have-
unblock each other. Like if one of us blocks somebody, I don't think the other one of us.
Oh,
will.
yeah?
Yeah.
Is Ting Ting on my channel?
I don't know. I just blocked whoever. We'll get her
All
unblocked.
right. So are we Uzi or SVD?
That was unintentional. Ting ting. We're getting you back.
How do you even unblock
That's because the thing has a weird lag, and if more than one person try to hit that bot, then what happens is it shifts up sometimes.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm trying to see how to unblock someone. How do you unblock someone?
You got to go
I'm going.
with the little three thingies
I
again.
think I got a hidden users.
Oh, you talking about through the control panel? Yeah, I don't even know. They keep moving it.
I got it. Ting Ting, you are back on. I'm sorry about that. All right. So sorry I got distracted there. So who's Uzis? Who's for Uzis?
I think it's up to you.
Uzi.
And you got in Night Strike, you got what? SVD?
SVD, yeah.
GWF SVD. I'm going SVD, sorry. Sorry,
Oh.
guys.
Sorry, Hoff.
Thompson versus Mp5k.
Ooh, that's actually pretty tough also.
That is very tough.
G, no, it's not hard for you, G. G, do you like 9mm more than 45?
Well, if that's my only thing, but in real life, if I had to go around running one of these guns around for the rest of the time, like I say, I've played with Thompsons a lot. They're neat to look at, but have you picked them up? Like, they are not lighter, and they don't get lighter as you hold on to them. And there's only like 4 parts in there, so it's definitely like some kind of weird military truck compared to like what would it be, like a crotch rocket or something. I don't know what to call an HK. So if I'm voting, I'm picking the H&K in this one. Sorry, Thompson. The H&K is just a more practical, useful gun. They got to cost about the same too. It is 9, but what am I going to do? I'll have to shoot a bunch of 9.
Ooh, I'm going with Ralph in Sabar Prince. I got to say, right? I always want to say Saber. Sabar Prince.
Yeah, I blocked the right one now.
There.
So what are the votes? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
I got the HK.
We got the HK. And GWeb. What did you go with? HK?
I went with HK also.
Night Strike?
I'm going Thompson.
I'm going HK.
HK all day.
All right, we're down to the final round.
The final.
That's actually a pretty interesting mix there.
With a minute left, can we do it in a minute?
Let's just all grab one.
Hide the comment.
We can go up a little bit longer. AK-47 versus Barrett.
Let's just all grab one and run out of here. They'll never catch all 4 of us.
Right. Whose turn?
Rich, let's start with you.
AK.
This is hard. Night Strike.
I'm going AK.
G-Webs.
You cannot lose. There's no possible way to lose. This is like the best. It's like Willy Wonka giving you some kind of decision. Like,
I know.
You get chocolate either way. So I'm going AK though.
Okay, good. Thank you. Because I cannot decide.
Really?
Yeah.
You can't lose.
Crumpy, do you have a Barrett 50?
I do not have a Barrett 50.
What's the matter with you? What happened?
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is another one that I don't want to deal with.
Yeah,
Night
kid.
Strike.
I'll go. I'll do it. SVD all day long.
Any reason?
54R over 9mm.
All right. G-Web.
Oh, this is a tough-ish one, but I'm going to probably, if I had to pick one to have all forever, I could live without the M&P or the MP5 and have be living with that SVD, so I'll live with that. Dragunov.
Boy, I didn't realize. I got a 5.45 kicking around.
All right, Rich, which one?
9mm.
Rich, yeah, we like your ammo collection. Which one do you want to go with?
MP5K.
Oh my God, you guys are killing me. Now it's
Okay, do you want a 30 cal Russian sniper rifle or do you want a 9mm sub?
Since
That's
we're not doing this as we're doing this as originally designed, that would be a submachine gun, and I'm going to go with the 9mm submachine gun.
It would be a submachine gun. There's like, well, I guess there are technically semi-auto versions of it.
Yeah. Okay. Look, kick it out. We're gonna start up here at the top and go
And
down.
it's a submachine gun that you can put a different trigger pack in, so you could get like the Navy one or the whatever ones, and they have like burst fire and 3-shot and
Right.
kinds of
Exactly.
options.
All right, so we got one for the MP5, 2 for the MP5, 3 for the MP5.
I see SVDs out there.
Am I looking? Do you have this going on both channels?
Yeah.
Yeah, but all the comments are here, like on the StreamYard screen. So.
SVD.
Oh, I always look at the internet.
Dragunov, MP5K, SVD.
So
SVD,
5 to 2, 5 to
SVD,
3,
MP5.
You got a poll out there.
or
You just
55.
gotta set it up every time. Then.
5 to 5. Oh, well, the 5 to 5, MP5 5 to 6, and so 7. MP5 barely wins it. That was the closest one.
Yeah.
It's a better competition anyway, because I don't think the SVD would win against an AK-47. It's neat, but it's not. You know, it's like
I can go easy on this one without thinking.
All right, go for it.
AK.
AK. All right. G-Webs.
Yeah, this one wasn't too hard for me either. I'll go with AK over that one.
Flying Rich.
AK.
All right. My MP5K is done. I would probably go AK just for history. So the winner, guys, is the AK-47.
So
Who saw that one coming?
Where did the M4A1 fail out?
M4A1 failed out against the Uzi second round.
Oh wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I believe it's Hoff's influence because that happened.
Yeah, so AK-47 is the ultimate rifle of the day. We'll do this again some other day with other guns that we haven't done yet. I got tons of guns. I got like hundreds of guns.
Awesome.
We're also going to do manufacturers eventually.
Ooh.
And
Let me know when you do that. I totally want in on that one.
Yeah. I got to make the little icons.
Okay.
That's going to be a bit. All right. Thank you so much for watching.
This as a picture. Sorry, this will say this as a picture.
Oh, we can. Do you want me to?
Yeah, go ahead. That'd be cool.
All right, okay, I will get it and just zoom out a little bit. And do you want me to send it to you?
Right on. I'll put it on Instagram.
What am I doing? Oh, zoomed in. Going the wrong direction. All right. I'll send it over to you.
Oh, Ralph wants in. Ralph, I didn't think you were available at this time of day.
Yeah, last time I heard you weren't available.
Dude, I would have you in a heartbeat. Had no idea you were available. I thought Ralph, was only available like weekends.
Yeah, that's what you told me before, Rich.
Yeah.
All right, Ralph, you need to get in touch with me. I gotta fire Rich. Just joking. All right, guys.
Thanks, Crumpy.
Thanks for watching. This has been a lot of fun. I kind of liked it.
Yeah, I liked it too.
Yeah, that was fun.
So yeah. All right. What did you guys think out there? Did you guys like it, or should we do this again? Or I'm trying some different things here.
Dude, can I show you something I just got?
We're gonna get the stream taken off the air.
This is no. This is crazy.
All right, what is it?
So I got like an alpha version of the Patmos 365 slide.
Mm-hmm.
Can you put me full screen?
No, just joking.
This is my wife's gold-plated Patmos SIG P365 slide, laser engraved with roses on it.
Oh, nice.
And gold-plated.
That's pretty cool.
See, Rich, that's where all your money. That's where all your money's going.
All right, Rich. Tell everyone where they can find you.
Under any rock where there's a podcast dealing with firearms. So flyingrich.com, youtube.com/flyingrich. Yeah, I'll post on IG, yes.
Yeah.
And I want to shout out Sabar Prince, cool dude. I got to have you on again sometime soon. Actually, come out and play. If you guys want to come on the show, just let me know. Hit me up. In Instagram, FlyingRich_official, and don't forget my MySpace page, Flying Rich.
Yeah, some other stuff. We're gonna do something else next time. And I also have some FOIA documents of all solvent trap stuff that the ATF have ever had.
No more Turkish shotgun shot.
No, but we had tons of those, but just trying some new stuff.
Okay.
All right, Night Strike. Tell everyone where they can find you.
You can find me at Night Strike 1 on YouTube. You can find me on guntube.org. You can find me on Instagram and the Facebook. Just look for me.
And the Facebook. Everyone jokes about me being like making all my money in Amazon. I made most of my money in Facebook. And people laugh about that, and that's like the actual truth, which is kind of funny.
So what you're saying is you made your money off Meta.
But whatever. Okay. Thank you, G-Webs. I just want to throw that up as well. I keep this by my desk, on my desk all the time. G-Web sent me this.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And I keep this on my desk, G-Webs. It's on my desk. I don't even take it off and stick it because wherever I broadcast from, whether it's here or if it's in my Delaware house, I keep this with me and I attach it to my monitor to keep remembering why I do this for.
Right.
G-Webs. I'm serious.
Let's see. And actually, everybody here has. I don't have a Flying Rich patch handy, real close.
You have
but everybody on the show today has a Flying Rich squadron patch.
I got mine from Rich though.
Yeah.
At SHOT Show.
Yeah, I got mine from Rich too. Funny enough.
Hand delivered in his neighborhood.
Yeah, he came to my area and hand delivered it to me.
There you go.
Oh yeah, I've got tons of those. If you guys want them, go to the GunTube store. I've got tons of those patches still.
Yeah, it fell off.
I've got two things. Do we have to jump off real quick, or can I
you can drop it, whatever you want. Go ahead. Go ahead, G-Web.
Try to use your audience as an. I don't know how many people on the other side. I should jump over to the other channel also. But we just had Alabama constitutional carry already passed, and then theirs goes into effect like September. Then we have Ohio, governor signs it, theirs goes into effect in April. Then we have Indiana. Wait, is it Indiana? If he does nothing, then it goes into effect, and there's nothing he can do to veto it. And then when theirs goes into effect, it goes into effect March 31st. So my question is, who's really state 22, 23, and 24? Is it when they vote it, or is it when the citizens of the state can walk around constitutionally carrying?
I think
because I see a lot of people saying it's stacking up Louisiana and now Ohio, but in reality, it's going to go Indiana, Ohio, Louisiana. In the opposite that they voted.
No, I would say the order they voted in, whenever it was signed into law from that point.
Because
not when it goes into effect, but when it's signed into law. That's what I think. What's
like
that?
There's the signed in date and the effective date. You go with the signed in date.
I go with signed in date.
Okay, and guess whose governor said put it on my desk and I'll sign it, and whose legislative session with the supermajority of Republicans didn't do it?
Florida.
Yeah, that's frustrating because we would be up to something like 27 if everybody would have gone constitutional carry this year. They could have been. And then my other question was going to be, if I was to do a daily podcast again, do the Daily Gun Show again, what time of day do you think would be the best time of day to do a daily show?
All right. Yeah, I had G-Webs up with all that. G-Webs has an awesome page. He's like the godfather of gun tubers. And one of my mentors and one of my earliest supporters. I think was my earliest supporters. Oh, thank you, G-Web, for that. Everyone should go sub to him and everything else.
And let him know what you think about a time for a new show.
Yeah.
Or a continued show.
And I'm gonna Rich. You have an Instagram, right? Night Strike.
Yeah, it's night. I think it's just Night Strike 1. I mean, Rich knows it. You know, Rich is just yep. So
what of it?
I think it's just Night Strike 1. I've messaged you before on Instagram.
All right, I'm gonna send this all out to you guys, the graphic. But thank you so much for watching. Check out my channel, John Crump News. We'll be back. Do we have a guest tomorrow?
Not yet.
Okay, we're gonna take tomorrow off.
We're gonna take. Yeah, checking my email.
I think I have a meeting with a possible client for something that I'm working on.
Yeah, no, the person I wanted on didn't reply back yet.
So I mean, I don't know. Maybe we'll be here. Maybe we won't. You'll see tomorrow.
I'm available tomorrow.
Are they available tomorrow? We might do something different. Have you ever seen those tier lists where you rank tiers?
Yeah.
I might want to do that. Ralph, if you want in, let me know. G-Web, same thing. Think we might do this the gun thing with tiers.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
You know, S tier, A tier, B tier, whatever.
Right.
With a lot more guns too.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
And I will be posting that my wife's gun that she doesn't know about. Actually, she knows about the gun, but she doesn't know what I'm doing with it. I'll post that on the IGs.
All right, guys. I love you guys so much. And hey, G-Webs, I got something to tell you, man.
Right on.
What's that?
Right on.
G-Web, I got a question for you. Actually,
I thought you meant after the show. What's up?